Hello, sir. This is Nirali. Welcome to India Today. It's a pleasure to have you here.
Thank you, Nirali. Thank you so much.
So, I watched the trailer of Love Hostel and I found it to be really intriguing. When we hear the title Love Hostel, it seems to be a romantic drama, but here the makers are promising a thriller. So, I think I'm looking forward to watching that.
Thank you so much.
Personally, what's the response been for you ever since the trailer of Love Hostel has come out?
I think it's been amazing, the response, because I was really nervous because I'm playing something so different from my past work, and the way people reacted to my character, it was just so nice to hear the comments that they loved the way I looked in it, the way I delivered the dialogues, and the menacing and the scare they got out of my character. I mean, it proves. I mean, that's what we're trying to aim at, and so they really loved my appearance in it, and also they loved Sanya and Vikrant, the characters, how they played it, and everybody else in the show, in the movie. So I think it has been a very positive response.
That's good to hear. Also, sir, was it challenging for you to play a character that has several shades, including gray?
Well, basically, I'm completely dark, the character, and the shades he has is in his beard and his hair, gray shades. But it was such fun working with Shankar Raman, the director. I think he is an awesome director. He creates his own world and he creates these characters which are so differently portrayed other than you see in a normal film. And he he had already planned the look of my character, and it was so much fun getting ready for this character. Growing my beard, I grew it for like almost 3 months, kept it unkept, and grew my hair as much as I could, and then I had to gray my hair, which was and do prosthetics, burnt mark, and a bent nose. So it was fun, and also my character he eats tobacco all the time, so I had to keep cotton in my mouth throughout while I was performing, so that the feel comes right, and that's why when I talk, there's a slight feel of something I'm chewing. And then I had to learn how to speak in Haryanvi language, which was a challenge. I think that was the most challenging, exciting part of playing this character. And did a lot of workshops, and very nervous that I really wanted to perfect it so that my character looks authentic. And I think the response for that also from the promos was very positive. So really happy.
Yeah. Also, so was it kind of emotionally challenging for you when there were shots where you had to gun down people in the film?
I'm an actor. I'm not doing it for real. I know I'm doing it. I'm playing an act. I'm playing a character which is not real. So it wasn't so mentally draining for me. Yes, it is a difficult character because you have to keep your mindset and your thought process in that way that you only because it's not you who's playing the character. I mean, it's I'm not that character, but I'm playing a character which is not what I'm in real life. So obviously, it kind of works on your mind at the point when you're working, but I somehow can switch on and switch off from being that character, so it wasn't so difficult.
That's great. But also, how was your experience working with Vikrant and Sanya?
It was amazing. I mean, they're such talented and very natural actors. They bring so much life to the characters. It's just amazing watching them on screen. They don't look like themselves. They look like the characters they're playing. I mean, that's the feel of the film. Everybody who's in this film looks the character, and that's so amazing how well Shankar has written every character for the film and how he's got the performances out of everybody. I think it's just amazing. I think Shankar, I just wish I can work more with Shankar, the director. It's just amazing. And then Drishyam and Red Chillies, such passionate filmmakers. You know, I'm so glad that Red Chillies gave me another opportunity to play a very different character because Class of '83, I got a character to play which I wasn't getting otherwise. And people loved my character in that and enjoyed my work in that. So this is the second time I'm working with Red Chillies, and it has been amazing. And first time with Drishyam Films, real passionate filmmakers. I mean, the environment on the set was just amazing. Everybody was so involved with the work. We did a lot of night shootings, and there was crowd. The second wave was just coming in of Corona, and there was a lot of stress. Yet people kept the mental sanity and you know, kept working and did their best they could.
But is there a lesser known fact about Love Hostel that people aren't aware about and they haven't seen in the promos of the film?
Pardon, I didn't understand it.
Is there a lesser known fact about Love Hostel that people aren't aware about?
I don't know. I mean, obviously, I mean, I don't know means what? I've done the film, but
Hmm.
all I can say, a trailer and a promo was created in such a way to create the curiosity of the film and to make people want to watch the film. Because if you show the whole film in the trailer, then no one's going to go to the theater to watch it or on the OTT platform. So I think there is a lot to it. You have to see it to know exactly how the movie moves, and there's uh, there's humor, there's sadness, there's laughter, there's everything in it.
Hmm.
You know, it's going to be entertaining, and people are going to enjoy it, and it's fast paced, so
Hmm.
you will feel it slow at any given point.
It also seems to be an edge of the seat thriller, as they say.
It is, it is an edge of seat thriller. I mean, there are some moments which will just captivate you, and you just like what's happening, and suddenly it'll calm down, and again something will happen. So it'll keep you on, the edge of the seat.
And if I have to ask you, what's your one takeaway from Love Hostel that will remain with you forever?
I think to be associated with this whole production team, Red Chili's, Drishyam, with all the people involved in this project, with all the actors, with my director, I think I will cherish the moments spent with them while working on this film. It has been a great experience.
Also, sir, talking from an industry perspective, OTT has opened avenues for actors across generations. Do you personally feel that OTT as a medium has provided you exciting offers and meaty characters as compared to films?
Well, I did commercial cinema at that point in the beginning of my career, and I think they were great projects I did. They were huge blockbusters.
Mhm.
So I think cinema has its own magic, its own way of creating subjects and the genres that come on cinema. But OTT platform has a lot more freedom for creative people. And yes, I do agree that for actors, for creative people, there's so much liberty to create and passionately do things more passionately because there's no restrictions in storytelling and making great films,
Yeah.
and web series.
Mhm. And so, when you started your journey as an actor, were you also kind of, subjected to judgments from people that people do these days to star kids?
Judgments will always be made. People are always the first to judge anyone. I mean, that's a part and parcel of being in a society or in any profession. There's always someone judging you, but that should not make you give up in life as an actor. And I don't think I take anyone's judgments to heart. Everybody has a right to speak their opinions and say their opinions about everybody. But I know that I'm true to myself. I believe in myself, and I try to work really hard to do what I'm doing. And so I don't let that affect my mind so much.
Yeah. And so, during your growing years, did you have a chance to visit the sets of your father's films? And what are the things that you have learned from him as an actor?
Well, the most important thing I learned from him is to be down to earth and humble.
Mhm.
Because my dad is the most humble and down to earth person I've ever met in my life. And I think that's the biggest thing I learned from him. He always told me, be down to earth, be humble, be true to yourself, and you'll achieve anything in life. And no matter how difficult the road is to achieve what you want to, but do not ever change that in you. And that's what I've always believed all my life. And yes, I used to love going to my dad's sets. I was more interested in eating good food, getting pastries and chocolates, bunking my school so I could be with him. And then I used to go for outdoors with him, and it used to be really good fun because we used to go to these lovely hill stations and different places. And just being with my dad was what I wanted, and so I really have had some lovely times with my mom and dad together on outdoors.
Yeah, that's good to hear. Also, sir, there are several articles and memes on internet that say that Bobby Deol was ahead of its time in context to your film dialogues and scenes. What are your thoughts on that?
I think it makes me. I mean, obviously, this is a new generation. Memes is a new
Hmm.
thing,
Hmm.
and if I can be a part of that, and people are making memes, I think I'm very lucky and glad that you
Hmm.
think about me, of my work that I've done in my past, and I find it funny, amusing, and sometimes they say, "Yeah, I should have been given the. I own the patent rights to all these things. the first, the first swab or the first earpiece, you
Yeah.
know."
Also, sir, do you think that after the roaring success of Pushpa, of Allu Arjun's Pushpa, do you feel that Bollywood has suddenly started showing interest in South cinema?
I think South. I don't think. I think it's Indian cinema. I
Hmm.
don't think about it as North cinema, South, West, East. I think it's from India. Everybody is Indian end of the day, and I think uh, Pushpa was an amazing film. You
Hmm.
know, I saw it. I was mesmerized by the way uh, he performed the character, and I think people have always been influenced from movies being made there. And I mean, my dad has done so many remakes of Kamala Hassan. When I was a kid, I've gone to and watched so many of Kamala Hassan's films, and there was one which my dad did a remake of. So things keep happening, you know.
Yes, sir. But thank you so much, sir, for taking your time out and doing this conversation. It was a pleasure speaking with you.
Thank you so much. You
Thanks a
take
lot,
care.
sir.